Welcome to today's video on mastering the real-time analyst interview. If you're gearing up for this role, you've come to the right place. Let's dive in with our first question to get you prepared and confident. Can you tell us about a time when your keen attention to detail made a big difference in your real-time analysis work? Interviewers ask this to understand how your attention to detail can impact real-time analysis, showcasing your ability to notice what others might miss. Let's explore some effective ways to tackle this question. Pick a specific example from your past experience. Clearly, explain your role and the situation. Emphasize what you noticed that others might have overlooked. Describe the actions you took based on your observations. Share the positive outcome that resulted from your attention to detail. Now, let's hear an example of how you might answer this.
In my previous role as a data analyst, I was monitoring customer service tickets in real time. I noticed a spike in complaints about a particular product feature. I quickly flagged this to my manager, and we were able to address the issue promptly, reducing the volume of complaints by 30%.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for real-time analysts. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Can you describe a stressful situation you managed in a real-time setting and how you handled it? This question helps interviewers assess your ability to manage stress and maintain composure during high-pressure situations. Here's how you can effectively approach this question. Choose a specific incident from your experience. Set the scene by explaining the context and your role. Detail the actions you took to handle the stress. Highlight the outcome and what you learned from the experience. Keep it concise and relevant to real-time analysis. Here's an example. Answer to illustrate how you can respond.
During a high-volume call period, our team faced system outages. I quickly coordinated with IT while keeping the team informed. We adapted by handling calls manually, which ensured customer service continued without major delay. I learned the importance of communication and contingency planning.
Can you share an instance where you identified a problem in a process and implemented a solution in real time? This question seeks to uncover your problem-solving skills and ability to act swiftly in a real-time environment. Let's look at some strategies for answering this effectively. Recall a specific situation where you noticed a process issue. Describe the context and how you quickly identified the problem. Explain the action you took to address the issue immediately. Highlight the results of your solution and any positive impact it had. Focus on clarity and relevance in your explanation. Here's a sample response to guide you.
In my previous role as a call center supervisor, I noticed that our average handling time was spiking during peak hours. I quickly analyzed the call queue and realized our automated system was misrouting calls. I implemented a temporary manual rerouting process which decreased our average handling time by 15% within the same day.
Imagine you notice a sudden increase in queue times due to unexpected call volume. How would you prioritize your actions? This situational question helps determine your priority management skills in unexpected scenarios. Here's some advice on how to tackle this question. Assess current staffing levels to identify available resources. Communicate with your team to understand the situation and gather feedback. Implement a short-term plan to manage calls, like a callback option. Monitor the queue closely and adjust the plan as needed. Report the situation to management with a brief analysis and proposed action steps. Let's consider a sample answer for this situation.
First, I would evaluate the number of available agents to see if we can quickly reallocate resources. Then, I would inform the team about the increase in call volume and gather their insights. To manage the queue effectively, I would implement a callback service so customers can avoid long wait times. As calls come in, I would continuously monitor the queue and adjust our strategy if needed. Finally, I would inform management about the situation and suggest we may need to consider having more staff on standby for the peak times.
What would you do if operators were not adhering to schedules? This question evaluates your conflict resolution skills and ability to manage team dynamics in real time. Here's how to approach this question. Monitor performance data for real-time insights. Communicate directly with operators to understand any issues. Suggest short breaks or adjustments to help them regain focus. Consider motivational incentives for adherence. Document reasons for deviations for future analysis. Here's a possible way to answer this question.
I would first check the performance data to identify specific operators who are off schedule. Then, I would approach them directly to understand any challenges they are facing. If necessary, I could suggest a short break or redistribute tasks to help them get back on track.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free, just grab it below.